Their coach Chandika Hatterasinghe Singh said he thought Bangladesh outfielded England, which I don't know how England would take that. They kind of pride themselves on their fielding in their white ball setups, both 50 over and T20.
So that's a fair comment in the third ODI. I'm not sure the first
You're querying
two.
the first two, are you?
Querying that. Maybe a bit of mind games from the Bangladeshi coach. He's been quite vocal in the press actually the last few days.
Old Hatta played under 19 cricket against Hatterasinghe, and then Test cricket as well. He was the very first tour with an England side that I went on to Sri Lanka back in 1987, and he was in their team then. And he's had a varied coaching career. He's been around both Sri Lanka and elsewhere, fallen out with his home country from time to time, and finds himself now in charge of the Bangladesh national team.
I think he's got a lot to work with as well. I like the look of the seamers. In particular, I'm biased, obviously.
Well, that's excellent from Taskin. There's good pace there and a bit of carry.
He hits the track hard, Taskin. A couple of times he's been driven, maybe a touch floaty. But here, that back of a length, and that's the one we're talking about, where the variable bounce comes from. Big tool over the top, a slight wobble seam on it so he can drive the ball into the surface. It kisses through to Litton Das behind the stumps. He likes it, and I like it too.
Yeah, he's a strong lad. That was the difference that I remember from a few years ago when Courtney Walsh was in the Bangladesh setup as the fast bowling coach. As he tries to fire a Yorker in and Butler squeezes it out to deep point. I remember just turning up to one game, and I hadn't seen Taskin for a while, and I just thought, blimey, he looks physically much more strapping and strong than the previous time that I'd seen him. And just looking at him there, you can see that he's well built.
Might need a size up in that kit, I think. It's like a rugby shirt, not a cricket shirt, but he's certainly a strong boy.
But fast bowlers, there's different kinds of strength, aren't there? There's the kind of Jimmy Anderson strength, which is wiry, and then there's Taskin and others who look a bit more, you know, well built. Driven firmly by Phil Salt, but just for a single. So England 31 for none from 4.